focusing on tackling problem resolution or query resolution as an industry problem, what do you see from your own experience are the drivers, specific drivers for that?
Taxing as in stress on them. I think it's slightly a roundabout answer, but when you look at utilities, so I think there are ecosystems, many ecosystems. Integration of the ecosystems, as you demonstrated, is a key part. There isn't a single. I think utilities is where people are looking at their cost optimization. And it's a case of, I can differentiate on the front, but when I look at cost and AI and other stuff, how can I, and do I need to retain something that is a non-differentiator? So I think cost is always going to be a driver outside of regulation and all the other things. It's where do I need my people, and does it make me different? And can I ask someone to outsource it effectively, whether it's middle office, back office, fees and billings, whatever it may be.
John?
Can you repeat the question again?
Yeah. If we focus on tackling query resolution as an industry problem, what have you seen from your own experience are specific drivers for people changing the systems and the way that they work?
Well, I think it's that centralised cockpit, right, as I think we've just been trying to get to, right? Think of yourself as a pilot. You don't want to be swiveling your chair around and walking around the back and switching buttons here, there and everywhere. You won't be in business too much long. So I think it's that user experience, right? If you can empower your users to have everything sitting in front of them focused so they can make value-added decisions. Now, I think that's the important thing, right? You don't want to be doing meniality tasks. You're not going to keep people for very long if that's your case, right? It's going to be value-added tasks. So if you can cut out the noise, and I think this is where data and how we manage data can really, really help with that. So you're just left with the purest exceptions. And those, if they're managed centrally and correctly, like within Taskize, then you have an optimized operational flow.
Totally agree. Cost and risk reduction are certainly the top drivers. And what we see with our clients is, because query management is so cumbersome, everyone has done an analysis, and pretty much out of 100% of queries, 90% are vanilla. So what the firms are really struggling with is why do we need to spend all this time and effort of vanilla queries? Can we enable our clients to find their own answers? So the future state, and this is a journey we've already started, is let's enable our clients to self-service and find their own answers. Let's give them the access to our systems. Clearly, with criteria, with mapping, I can't allow Simon to look into a position that, for Dan. But let's enable them to self-service and answer themselves the 90% of vanilla queries. And the 2 team members I'm left with in my team, let's them focus on non-vanilla queries. So let's give them the tools that will benefit us, will save time, cost, resources, but our clients will do the same, will save time, cost, and resources.
Okay, thank you. Dan, you?
I was just actually thinking about exactly what you were saying. Is the other thing about it is if you're looking at it from them self-servicing through portals or through Taskize or wherever, you're actually reducing your costs. Rather than handling the queries, you're making them empowered to handle the query, which indirectly saves you money, improves client service, speeds up the process, improves liquidity. There's a ripple of the whole process, so it really does make sense to be sort of more accessible, let them resolve it, let alone the GRC side of things and everything else.